Hey guys, welcome to our vlog.
That's all, Fultz.
Hey everyone, it is May 30th, 2021, and Camiah and I are having a little picnic. She said hey. She threw her hand up.
We're doing the and couples edition, and we wanted to yeah, and we wanted to do a couple cards. So we're gonna do 5 each, and this game, it asks some questions, and and the main purpose is to get us closer together. Right, go for it.
Oh, I'm first?
Yeah, you're first.
I can pick whatever one I want?
No.
Oh, it's all random?
Yeah.
Darn. Ooh.
And we're not gonna look at the cards until we pick it to read. At least that's how we play.
Yeah, that's how we play. It's been a while. What do you think is the hardest thing for me right now?
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to read it.
Money.
No. What?
Yes, monies.
Oh yeah, and the other person can't talk when the other person's talking.
So
I'll shut up.
We are paying for a wedding right now, and Josh is the breadwinner in our relationship.
For now.
At the moment. So he's taking a lot of the financial burden on himself, and he tries extremely hard not to have me take any, which is extremely generous of him, seeing as how we are still just engaged. We're engaged, but I don't live at our apartment, so
yet.
Yet. So there's the rent, and there's just all the little things that we're both just kind of used to doing, that we've had to kind of change or just kind of say no to. And Josh is the sweetest man in the world, and he never wants to say no to me. So I think that's the hardest thing that you are going through right now.
I love you.
I love you too. My turn?
Oh yeah, it is.
Right.
I know. Lay it on me. Lay it on me.
Where do you think I waste money?
Wow, that's a segue right there. That's interesting. I think you waste money. It's pretty obvious. Waste money on food.
Heck yeah.
You have a very expensive taste buds.
Mm-hmm.
Very tastes and just food. You don't really settle for, something basic, something cheaper. But also, you've been doing a lot better. You don't just eat out because you feel like it, but you realize that, hey, we need to. This can't be. You're not just fresh out of high school anymore.
Yeah.
It's both of us now.
Yeah.
And I mean, when we were dating too, before we were engaged, we just kind of we spent a lot of money on going out to eat.
Also, just a clarification, we were not dating when I was straight out of high school.
I know. I'm just saying, that mindset of, oh, I'm living with my parents. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I got you.
I'm thinking about how I thought.
I'm just
at
thinking
that point.
about for viewers who may not know our age.
How old are you, Camiah?
I'm 21.
I'm 25. So she's fresh out of high school compared to me. But yeah, it's money.
Yeah.
It's money, yeah. It's food. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, you're very smart when it comes. You're a lot like your mother. You're very smart when it comes to money and finding deals and stuff. That's you don't just buy things for brand sake and overpriced stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff that looks good, inexpensive, run it.
Yeah.
So I really admire that.
I bet you do.
All right, it's your turn.
What?
When do I hurt you? All the time?
No, not all the time.
Oh, that's good.
It's never intentional, which is really good, because that would be a trash relationship, but
Well, it didn't say how, it said when.
It's when you don't consider me in deed or thought. And that hurts sometimes, because I try and prioritize you and like how you might respond to something in like my day-to-day life.
Mm-hmm.
Not like prioritize you over whatever, but just to also prioritize you in line with other things that are just as important to me. And I try and, before I make most decisions, think like, how would this affect Josh? Like, what would he think about this? And yeah, sometimes it's a learned thing, because I've grown up seeing that modeled in like my friends and like family. And so I think it's just, you're learning that still. So, yeah.
I love you.
Love you too.
I'm going to say that after each time you say something to me.
Okay.
All right.
It's your turn. What do you love and hate about the way I dress? And hate. It didn't say or hate. So you have to say one for each. At least.
I think it's almost like it's similar to what each of the things. It's kind of like a double-edged sword, what I'm about to say. Because I love that you can. Well, first of all, I have like no sense of style in my eyes. Like, I don't understand how you could take like how colors clash and this goes with that and like styles. I don't have a certain style. Like that I prefer or what I think I look good in. I trust your opinion, and that ends up looking really good. So, but anyways, I think it's just how.
Is this the thing you love or the thing you hate?
I love it, the fact that like you're stylish. I just hate that you are that way because I'm jealous.
Wow.
Because I don't hate the way you dress at all, or I don't hate anything about the way you dress, and I can't even say that I hate that it's expensive or you're always buying stuff, because you're not always buying stuff. And like you can make anything look good, at least in my eyes, but like you can somehow, even like when you're low on laundry, you can still find something that goes well with each other. And it doesn't look like it's laundry day, you know? Like how you can see the whole picture and how the outfit comes together. I love that, and I hate it because I'm blind to that.
Sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
No problem.
We'll get you there.
No problem. Bud.
Okay. Read the card.
It's your turn. How do you feel we've grown apart?
Apart?
You can't say we haven't. That's part of growing.
I think like the main thing right now is like wedding stuff. But I don't know, I really don't think that we've like grown so much apart that like this question has like some like deep rooted answer.
Right.
I do think that like there are moments where I just get annoyed with everyone very easily. I'm extremely annoyed by most things in life, like as a person. That's just how I am. And out of everything that I am almost constantly in a state of annoyance with. Josh is the least annoying person in my life.
Well, that's good.
But
Considering I'm gonna marry you.
I just think, like, in those moments where I'm just like, oh my God, like, I just need to be alone. I just need to, like, get away from you. I think those are the moments that, like, we've, like, grown apart in, because there was, like, a one time when we were dating, you were like, no, like, let's work on this now. And, like, you wouldn't allow me to just, like, walk away in those moments or, like, give up in those situations. But now you're just like, yeah, I could use a break too, but I just don't want to say it, so I'm gonna let her go do her thing. And there won't be, like, a conversation where, like, you're not leaving until we figure this out.
Remember those times when we would almost just fight in a text, and I'd call you, like, almost immediately?
And I would always decline the call.
And I would like,
can't
no,
do this.
talk to me right now. We got to figure this out right
Yeah.
now. And you'd be like, no, just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like, because I didn't want anything to tear us apart.
Yeah.
Any little small thing. I'm like, no, it's not worth putting aside, because it's just going to build up, and then we still have to deal with it, whether it be now or later, and it's usually worse later.
Yeah.
And it usually leads to
And
stuff
we usually
that...
don't even remember what it was, so we just find things at that
Right,
point
exactly.
to, like, continue to be mad.
Right.
Yeah.
But
No. It's my turn.
I know. I like to confuse you.
When have I disappointed you? And how do you feel about it now?
When did you disappoint me last?
I don't know. Today, yesterday, the day before that.
No.
Possibilities are endless.
No, I don't think you realize how, like, proud of you I am. Because, I mean, things that I could possibly be disappointed in are, like, little small petty things that, you know, it's part of being a human to forget. But, like, you are one of the most intentional human beings. And not just intentional in thought, but in action. And I don't know. And how did it make me feel
Yeah.
about it now?
What is the thing that how did I disappoint you?
I don't know.
When did I disappoint you? When have I? That's what it says. It didn't say did. When have
Oh. When I went to Kalahari that one time.
I? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You went out with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
A little disappointed in you,
Yeah.
but
I lashed out at Josh instead of talking to him
yeah.
about what I was upset with.
Right.
And I went, like, an entire weekend just, like, not talking to him.
And I was gone that weekend.
And he wasn't even, like,
with like a
in
group
the
of
state.
friends that I was pretty close with some of them, but not all of them.
Yeah. And I was frustrated that he was going.
But I also wasn't sure about going.
And there was a miscommunication on why I was frustrated.
Right, and I was unsure about it at first
And then I actually pushed
because
him into
I was
going.
I was
like, fine, go.
It was miscommunicated. I guess I didn't realize it when I was invited. But, like, the reasonings behind going was to honor my friend.
Yeah.
And that felt like it was a lot more important than any other thing at the time.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like we were really early in our relationship too.
Yeah. It was definitely something stupid.
It was
that
like
could have been
within
avoided.
that was January
No.
of 2020.
It was?
Yeah.
Wow.
Before the world fell apart.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were like,
Oh, that was early in our relationship
Yeah.
because we only started dating in October.
yeah, 2019.
Yeah, pretty wild.
That's what I mean. Look at that little bird messing with that falcon over there. Look at it though.
Oh.
He's like, leave me alone.
How do you feel about it now?
That. I mean, as you could see, it took a while for me to even think about something like that. It's almost like I had to put a lot of effort into bringing that up.
Yeah.
So it doesn't hold any weight to me now, but I can look back on it now and see that we've grown from that, and that we've learned to communicate stuff like that sooner and to talk about it, and for us to just be more open with each other of how we feel.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of kind of just passive aggressive,
Yeah.
because I can naturally just be passive aggressive with stuff and
Mm-hmm.
not talk about stuff,
Yeah.
which honestly, in my opinion, can be worse than lashing out, because
Yeah.
it's almost like a puzzle to figure out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see that we've grown from that,
Yeah, for sure.
and that we've learned how to communicate our feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
We have.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
How would you define our relationship?
Well, it's ever changing. It's a whirlwind.
A whirlwind.
It's a lot, and it's hard but easy at the same time. It is like, I think that like loving you is a conundrum, because it just feels like two
Conundrum.
polar opposites all at once. Like, it's hard because relationships are hard, but it's easy because you're home, and
I'm not home right
It's-
now. Well, I'm home with you.
it's fun because you're fun to be around, but at times it's work because it's a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I think that's how I would define it. I would define our relationship as a conundrum. The best kind, but a conundrum nonetheless.
Interesting.
It's your turn.
Oh yeah?
How do I take you for granted?
Ooh.
You're gonna have fun with this one, huh?
Ooh, it's a good one to end off on.
We didn't get any fun ones this time.
These are all fun. What are you talking about? How do I take you for granted?
No, how do I?
Yeah, how do I just read it. How do I take you for granted? How do you take me for granted? Let's see. Let me get my list out real quick.
Shut up.
I think you take me for granted sometimes, and when I'm going through something or working through something, I don't necessarily communicate to you of how big of a step that is for me personally, of how I feel it is.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, that's a basic thing, like, whatever. And then when I feel like, almost like, be excited for me, come on, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing better, like I can see growth in myself. And not just I'm pretty great, but like like
this is something that I've worked on, and like we've communicated
and
to each other.
I'm seeing fruits of it,
Yeah.
me personally, and that's just a lot of like growth in your life. You don't necessarily, it takes a while, but taking those small actions or steps, and I mean what's important is the consistency of it as well, but I think you just take me for granted on that. But I mean, that's just a part of us growing up differently. and just what is our normals.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've had 2 different normals.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes with money too.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I spoil the heck out of you.
Yeah. Too much. And I tell you that. And you still do it.
I've dialed it back.
You have, but like, not really.
I have, as in like the amount of money I spend on you.
Yeah, but like...
Because I'm already spending a lot of money on us.
Yeah. But like still, like the small things.
Yeah.
They kind of add up.
They do.
Yeah. I'll be better at that.
But you don't take that for granted in a way of...
Give me more!
Yeah, like you don't do that.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, if you did do that, I would definitely do it less. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's not that kind of relationship, and it never has been and never will be.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I know your heart.
Yeah.
It's pretty all right.
Thanks. I made it myself.
No, you didn't. God did, silly.
Alright.
Alright, love you.
Love you. Oh, there's so many little bugs. They're just everywhere.
Yeah, they're gross.
Alright, wow.
Alright, well.
We just wanted to pop on here. We took a break from our little picnic.
Picnic.
And we're going to go back to it.
Yeah.
So we will see you all on the flip side.
TNC signing out.
Bye.
Bye.